Hi, my name's Emer and I'm striving for self-sufficiency and also better preparedness. I made a video in the last week or so explaining why and how I prep. That was based on an Aldi shop, but today I nipped to Tesco's mostly to get some sugar-free jelly. Those sachets from Hartley's are really good. They're very good if you're on any kind of diet. If you have a sweet tooth and want to stay sane, I do recommend them. There is no nutritional value whatsoever, but they are good as a sweet treat. I don't shop at Tesco super regularly, but I do like it for things that are on offer or any kind of branded stuff. So just to explain what I got today. So I got lots of junk food because there's a family birthday this week, and I got things like frozen pizza, some other bits, but in these videos I tend to focus on what's shelf stable or can be kept at room temperature. So that's why I'm showing these bits. So the tins, I have been getting more sort of tinned meals recently. My partner really enjoys eating them, so we have a working pantry. So all these things will be eaten before the use by date, even though yes, we could easily go beyond the use by date, but I think they'll be eaten well before then. And I kind of got these just to try, so I've only got one of each. I don't know what these particular Tesco meals taste like, so I've had some of the Aldi equivalent and they're fine, so yeah, it'll just be interesting to know. I actually think these were slightly cheaper than Aldi, which surprised me. I mean by pennies, but if you're watching the pennies, then that's useful to know. The cashew butter was super expensive, but as I've mentioned before, I'm not a peanut butter fan. I just find the taste a bit overpowering, so cashew butter is a good alternative, and I like to always have a few jars of those in. I add it mostly to my porridge. So as part of my bodybuilding diet, I have fats in every meal, and that's just one way for me to add fats to my breakfast. I don't normally share the chocolate I buy in my prep videos, but I don't know, just for the last few months actually, I've just really enjoyed having a Kit Kat in the evening, and I think it's because it's like something like 99 calories and I can make it last by like nibbling all the chocolate around the edges and that sort of thing. So I thought I'd include it in this video because I do like to keep at least a couple of packets of Kit Kats in the house, and that's just personal preference. So we really love chocolate in this house, but it is our downfall. It doesn't last long enough normally to be worth sharing as part of our preps, so I tend not to include it, but yeah, thought I'd share this one today. So the jalapenos, my partner requested these. He can handle heat better than I can in his food, so when I make things like stir fries or like Mexican rice dishes, he'll add those in at the end, and they were quite a good price. I think they were about £1.19 or so. They were just over £1 for each jar, so I got 3. I mentioned the jelly, fajita seasoning. I know it's like awful, I should just make my own Mexican seasoning, and I think the reason I buy these is probably because they are just chock full of sugar, and then I wouldn't normally cook with sugar. I know that's really stupid. I should probably just make my own seasoning with paprika and other herbs and spices. Because I track everything that I eat, sometimes it's just easier to buy packet mix and then add it to the food, and then I can weigh everything out, because I do track and weigh my food. Potatoes, yeah, I don't even think I have enough. I usually buy about 8 potatoes a week for the 2 of us. I had planned to grow loads this year. You might have seen that in my last video. And I've got more chitting on the living room windowsill. But in the meantime, I am buying potatoes, and I've got some tinned potatoes in as well. UHT milk, I find it really handy. We use it regularly, as well as having a milkman. And I just like to keep about 6 of those in the house. Okay, dog food. My partner's mum is very, very generous, and she likes to treat the dog. So when you've maybe seen lots of boxes of puppy food or dog food, most of it has been purchased by her, bless her. But I thought, oh, you know, I really should buy some of my own. So yeah, we're just topping that up. I should have got more, but I had a smallish trolley today, and yeah, I will buy some more dog food. Okay, the whiskey. Right, we're not big drinkers in this house, but we're not teetotal, so we do like the odd drink. So maybe on holiday or at Christmas time, and sometimes we just take the notion where you're like, you know what, I just fancy a drink. So we do keep some alcohol in the house, and I'm very conscious as a prepper that it's useful to have alcohol in. It could be very useful down the line if you needed to barter. Or, I mean, I sort of think, especially with the likes of whiskey, I think whiskey is useful, and I don't know if it's just because I'm Irish, but just little things like if someone's in shock, you know, if they're not a recovering alcoholic, then, you know, having like a sip of whiskey could be good for the nerves, that sort of thing. Or yeah, like maybe if in an extreme scenario, maybe if someone's in a lot of pain, it might help with the pain as well. You just don't know. I mean, alcohol has other uses for cleansing and so on. It's helpful that my partner actually likes whiskey, so yeah, we've had this one bottle of whiskey in the house for ages, and it's been open for absolute ages, and he has been having the odd drink from that recently, and I thought, oh gosh, well, let's just buy in a new bottle, and we'll get a spare one in as well. I would have actually wanted a smaller bottle than that because it is not drunk very often, but that's all my local Tesco had. And went for Bushmills because where I'm from in the north of Ireland, that is our nearest distillery, so, and it's good stuff as well. Although Black Bush is preferable in this household, but I wasn't paying those prices. Extra bottle of deodorant. My partner seems to go through quite a lot of it, so I just thought I'll get in another one this week again. And I realised after uploading the Aldi top-up shop video recently that I didn't really show the after, you know, once I'd like bought all the top-up shop, I didn't show what my pantry looked like afterwards, and it looked much healthier. So I will just do a quick video so that you can see that, because it's nice when you've got nice full pantry shelves. So I'll pop these away and I'll just do a little look through so you can see that it's looking much healthier. For those that have seen the Aldi top-up shop video that I did recently, yeah, a big thank you for watching, for commenting, for subscribing. Like, I really appreciate all your support, because this is just a little small channel that I started on a bit of a whim. Especially seeing the interaction between other preppers and everybody helping each other out and answering each other's questions and sharing tips and advice. I just think it's lovely. I think that's what, you know, that is the upside of being in a community. So yeah, thank you very much. Keep it going, because I love seeing it. And if you're not a prepper and it's just something that you're interested in, I just would encourage everyone just to have a little bit extra in the house. Pre-2020, I used to be that person that got things from the shop as and when I needed it, and there wasn't, you know, we had enough in, but I definitely never thought ahead. I never thought about the bigger picture. There was maybe just like one of everything in, you know, there wasn't loads. So if you're not a prepper and you're watching this, please do consider just having a few extra tins in, having a few extra, you know, whatever you regularly eat, whether it's rice or pasta, just have a little bit extra in, at least. Is just my suggestion. If you're able and you can afford it, I would really recommend it. There's loads of great prepper channels on YouTube with lots of suggestions for beginners. You know, I hate the term doomsday prepper and stuff like that. It winds me up. It's just, to me, it's about being practical. It's about thinking about scenarios that could genuinely happen. I think, you know, the political climate and the economic climate is just very uncertain at the moment, and you know, you have to look after you and your family, definitely. So do what is best for your circumstances is all I will say. Is all I'll say on that. Right, I will pop this away and I will share what the pantry is currently looking like. I think the main difference from last time is we've got more tinned meals. Mostly Aldi, but then we've got some Tesco editions now. Chopped tomatoes I could still do with more of, and also some more. I didn't realise how much. My partner was eating those baked beans with sausages, so I will get some more of them. Yeah, I do have some gaps in the pantry, but I think I just need to rearrange what I've got. So for example, I don't have loads of jars of curry sauce, for example, but that is something we'd maybe have once a week-ish. Maybe just a bit of a rearrange. So sometimes things look like gaps, but yeah, same with the peeled potatoes. I do want to try more. I haven't opened them yet, I've not tried them, but it's just once I do, and if I'm okay with them, then I'll get more, because I think that's the kind of staple, and those are the kind of staples I'd like more of. Just like to keep the semi-skimmed milk miscounted. I probably could have got another one today, but I like to keep that shelf full. I mean, we do have chocolate. I depend on how good we're being. This is the thing, we go through phases of things. So at one point my partner really liked the Aldi orange and almond little dark chocolate bars, and sometimes they're very hard to get. When I saw them available, then I got more. I think the price of chocolate recently has just gone really silly. So yeah, maybe after this family birthday, maybe we will rein it in a bit, which won't do us any harm anyway. I mean, there's some like biscuits and treats and bits there anyway. And then, yeah, I did get some some Cadbury cream eggs as well, and caramel eggs. But yeah, the price is shocking at the minute, to be honest. So that was a special treat. Go on, here's my fat shaming. But yeah, there's a bag of treats and nice biscuits and different bits. But to me, that's not really a prep, but I thought I'd just mention it anyway. I do buy rubbish too. I just don't always show it on camera. But yeah, nice crisps and nice treats. I did put yeast on the list, and I put flour on the list today too, and I completely forgot. I will get that this week. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I mean, some of the things you think actually it can take a long time to get through maybe a jar of jam or a jar of honey, depending what you're eating it with. So some things it's, you know, that's actually quite a lot when you consider maybe having a teaspoon every day or whatever. I'm sort of content with what we've got there. There's a few gaps in my tomato tins. Overall pretty happy. So when I think about prepping, I think about how filling a food is. My partner doesn't have soup all the time, so I just think if there was an issue, soup wouldn't be my go-to. It'd probably be one of the last things I'd use up, because I get quite hungry with soup. I don't find it very filling. There's very little protein in it, so these tinned ones anyway. So that's my reason why I've not gone mad trying to replace tins of soup. And then I'm happier now that most of this food is all in one shelf. Yeah, I mean, we're not going through lots of flour at the minute, but I think I'd feel happier just getting another couple of bags. And I've got this big space, which I think might be more useful for something like water, because I've been putting these little bottles in the car. And hello. Yeah, if you have any ideas what I could put on this shelf, please let me know. We do have some more big toilet roll packs upstairs as well. So overall, pretty happy. That's all from me today. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd be really grateful if you could hit the subscribe button. Feel free to like, and I always appreciate seeing your comments as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.